How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Master Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. Yeah, a little bit of berry ale time in the form of Boulevard Brewing's Jam Band Berry Ale. First things first, Boulevard. I'm actually a big fan of the brewery. They do a lot of different styles. They make killer smaller beers. They do a lot of Belgian stuff. They do some barrel-aged stuff. Every now and then they kind of throw some of these kind of curveball-y things at me. And, yeah, we're going to drink it and see what's up. As far as what it says on here, it says Boulevard Brewing Company, Jam Band Berry Ale. It's a blueberry and red raspberry and cherry ale. It's the ale thing that's really kind of picking at me. It's like, just call it some kind of ale. 5.9% alcohol by volume, kind of inverted in dyslexia. Ness. Man, words are hard today. And on the bottom, it was canned. I don't know. It says a lot number, but there's a Best By of June 3rd, 2018. So I'm assuming 6 months. So I'm guessing this was canned just actually exactly a month ago, because it is the 3rd of February today. So yeah, it was all right. Usually like Boulevard's labels, mostly in a bottle form. This is all right. It's kind of like their label, just a little bit kind of looks like a Ben and Jerry version of a beer. You know, that kind of label going on. So let's see what you get. So berry ale. We're expecting those big, bright, fruity McNotes and visuals kind of going on. Definitely looks of the berry variety so far, so definitely on the nose so far. This can go a bunch of different ways. One of the more popular beer styles right now is throwing a bunch of fruit into beers, whether it be slightly soured beers, hopped up beers, things like that. So it's definitely kind of something that's taken off, especially with the kind of a lot of the hipster breweries. So 2 fingers, infinite creaminess, and a big tall glass pour. So that head's probably a little bit bigger than it should be. Nice creaminess to it. Type compact bubbles has kind of got a strawberry quick kind of head going on there, and she looks like a rich kind of red raspberry kind of body to her. So she definitely has those berry vibes. Let's see if I get a nose on her. Yeah, I'm getting brighter, kind of fresher, like darker fruit, like your reddish fruit, your cherry, your boysenberry maybe, no, your raspberry, things like that. But it's bright, it's fresh, it's real, it's not overly sweet, it's bright. There's not a ton of sweetness in the beer itself. The fruit has a little bit of sweetness to it. Is there a beer in there? Sure. Can't really detect much. The fruit is leading the way, but at the same time, it definitely doesn't come off like artificial or offensive or anything like that. It smells like a berry beer. See what she tastes like. Cheers. Way sweeter than I thought she'd be, based off the nose. Not overly sweet. Definitely sweeter. You're definitely getting these jammy vibes out of it. It's pretty fucking good, actually, to be perfectly honest with you. You get that big kind of, it's almost like not jelly level, like preservative level jamminess out of it, which I usually go bonkers for. I usually go bonkers for it more in a stout form. So here, where it's the kind of main component in the beer, while tasty, doesn't blow me away as much. But what I do like about it is everything's coming off authentic. It's not coming off like synthetic, overly sweetened or anything like that. You do get like a crackery, nutty malt character in there a little bit. So that's giving you some of those beer vibes you really want when you dive into these kind of fruited, sweeter beers. It's kind of like a less soured, less sweeter version of like a Lindemann's, almost something like that. And it's not necessarily a sour beer, but since you're getting a lot of those kind of fruit notes in there, you get that tinge of a little bit of kind of fruited acidity to it. It's not acidic, but you get that kind of mindset from drinking it, and a little touch of it enough to let you know that it's real fruit. So it kind of has those things going on. I actually dig it. No lie. Boulevard, not all their beers are my favorite. Another one I'll probably post it around the same time that I did this one is they did a kind of hopped up kind of porter. That one just didn't land for me, but this one it was weird because the other one I was really intrigued about, especially about the nose. It kind of just went flat for me. This one I was kind of like, oh, we'll see what's going on here. And it's fun. It's nice. It's delicious. It's kind of like, is it going to be something that's heralded as a fantastically crazy, amazing beer? I don't think so. But if you wrap this in somebody else's kind of crowler at their little boutique kind of brewery, I think people would be like, wow, that's really good. I think Boulevard, being who they are, might kind of get the short end of the stick just because they'll just be like, oh, some fruited crazy beer. But it's actually nice. It's still a beer. And granted, the fruit is the star of the show. It's still a beer. And the fruit comes off very fresh and very real. I dig it, actually. And it's not overly sweet while being sweet enough. I like it. Let's talk about it. It's one of the better fruited beers I've had as of late. Definitely on the outside looking in, but at the same time, it's tasty. You know, chuggable, lower ABV, gives you what you want in a non-synthetic form, and just kind of is fun. And beer can be fun. Who would have fucking thunk it? Value and availability, don't know. Boulevard sent it to me, so I'm not going to say what its availability is as far as my region, because, like I said, I got it sent to me. They send you little pamphlets when they send stuff out. I should read those, but I don't want to go into any of these beers knowing anything about them, so kind of screw the pooch on that one. But I'm sure if you see Boulevard's offerings, this will probably hit the shelves. Their price points are typically pretty alright. And leave you with, if you like what, will you like this? If you like fruited beers. If you like those more sweetened version, like the Lindemann version of the kind of lambics, or you like those kind of just newer school kind of, you know, answered juices of the world, but you want something a bit more readily available. I'm not calling it those beers, but if you want something more readily available and something that kind of fits that kind of jammy, fruit notey kind of thing in bits and pieces, then it's definitely be worth checking out. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, didn't, anywhere in between, down there, words and stuff. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, all four of those places if you want to check me out somewhere else. Beermassif.com, M-A-S-S-I-F. M-A-S-S-I-F. Ah, man, I spelled that right. .com. Podcasts. Roundtables, brewer reviews, a whole bunch of stuff. Go check that out. Markedly different than what I do here and the review thing. So there you go. Another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice little jammy, make a berry ale right now. I don't know. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.